But right, okay. So what is this? So this is Asmongold interviews FF14 ERPers selling their bodies for Gil. We just went to a nightclub, which was pretty sick actually, and everybody was hanging out doing nightclub stuff. It was very impromptu. Just randomly was on our world, so I was like, oh, let's go check it out. Oh wait, this is 40 minutes? Okay, I'm not gonna watch the whole of this. This is 40 minutes. I got told it was 20. Okay, we'll watch some of this, but this is like, Jesus, this is a long one.
Do you check if it's like a girl? Or does it just, do people just not care?
Yeah, you kind of just have to like look at the character and just be like, huh, well, I hope it's not a dude that's about to blow me or something. So it's kind of
like, it doesn't even matter if they're ER.
Okay, I feel like I already need to pause on that one. There's a lot to digest in what was just, well, there is a lot to digest in that. There's a lot to digest in what was just said.
RPing with a dude, they don't even...
Also, you can always tell when someone's character that is a female in game is actually a dude, because I truly believe that only women can make good-looking, attractive female characters. You know? Maybe that's just me. I don't know how to make a hot woman character. Like, I don't know what makes women hot, but I just know that when they are hot. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Even give a fuck? Like, that's crazy, man. And let's try this out here. Okay. So these are all houses.
Did Asmongold go to many parties or no?
All these houses are owned by real people. Like, people actually own these fucking houses themselves. Look at this.
Disagree. I've seen some amazing female characters made by dudes. Yeah, no, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm speaking, obviously, I'm being hyperbolic, but like generally, I think that that's why I say maybe it's just me, because I make then again, my character actually looks pretty cute. My character actually looks pretty cute. But if I was a woman, I think I'd be able to make this even cuter. I would know how to contour. I would know how to get a better color of blonde instead of this straw, whatever the hell is going on here. You know what I mean? Like, I just maybe have a little bit more pizzazz to my look, maybe. Maybe you should guess who's behind the wheel. I did that once or twice, but I try not to do that too much because I feel like it's a little bit, some people like to, you know, they like to get into that character, and I don't want to then just pull sort of I don't want to Scooby-Doo them, you know, I don't want to pull the mask off. Let's see who you really are. Dave?
All right, we're going to go inside.
Chicken John?
So there's a whole fucking house in here. And
Asmongold walks up to a house, goes inside the house, and his first words are, "There's a whole fucking house in here." Yeah, bro. Yeah.
And like, this is basically a nightclub that they've got going on right here, man. So you can come over here, and these are like basically, it's Disney night tonight, apparently.
Disney night.
So if you come down here, look at this. Look at this, dude.
Yo, it's
it's
nice
like
club.
A whole dance place and everything like this. And apparently, so apparently there are rooms where people are taken if people pay Gil to ERP. So there's special little rooms that you can go to, and that's like at the doors up there. I'll show you guys that in a minute, okay, guys?
Yeah, I hope you got some Gil,
It's not the Cosby
Asmon.
Suite, okay, guys? Chill out. So if you go to the additional chambers, and they have different,
Wait, he just doesn't get his point out, and then the editor just gives up and just cuts anyway. Nice.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's got room service.
Boy. Wow. Get their jobs.
Come
How
on,
much do you
Asmongold,
pay
work
people?
for a living,
we pay
bro.
$500,000 per night. 500,000 per night, man. That is ridiculous, dude. Holy shit.
So some people legit just get massively rich off this game, yeah?
So
Off of
how
this.
does this work? Oh, she's targeting me. She's waving at me now. This is going well? Yeah, why is there a watermelon? Yeah, I don't know. This is crazy.
Probably
they'll-
dismiss the Lalafell, bro. You don't want any additional eyes on what's about to
They'll
happen.
ask you if you need some alone time. They would take you to a room and act stuff out. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Wait, oh, shit. Child support. I'm getting out of here real quick. All right, we're going to go to another room. We're getting out of here real quick. Sorry, guys.
What a coward.
It's so funny, cringe, and cute.
Dalamud won't be the only thing exploding tonight. Am I right, chat?
Oh my god. Wait, Ramina. This isn't the Ramina from Classic WoW, is it? No way. No fucking way. They nod at me.
They nodded.
Oh my god. What the fuck is this?
Well, this video was
little
2 years ago, so I imagine ERP inflation has hit pretty heavy, you know?
cat face on? And they're just sitting there waiting for you, you know? Oh my god, I should interview one of these girls that does this, and I should like really ask them what the scope.
Would you really want an ERP with somebody called Epilepsy Seizure? What a horrible name.
Of it is, you know what I mean? Like, what does this really mean? What the fuck? And there's like a little hot tub here and everything. A couch interview? Yeah, a casting couch.
Seems like more of a
exactly.
warning than anything.
And they actually just get in the hot tub and everything too. What is this game? See, as I said, I think that this is why a lot of people really like the game. Is that they have these like RP events.
100%.
And it's not just the cat girls, right? I mean, obviously the cat girls are a big part of it. Like, let's be honest, they're definitely a big part of it.
Can't argue with that.
There's a number of other things about it that just make it special. It's like you have all of these tools that you can interact with other people.
Oh, it looks kind of good.
Right? And you give people the ability to have they're changing their clothes to like go and sit in the hot tub. It's like a second life.
Yeah,
you know?
Asmund, you don't want to get your clothes wet. Come on, buddy. Look, sometimes you gotta switch up. You gotta switch up. You gotta get. Oh wait, no, I don't have the complete glamour set. Oh no, it's failed. My bikini's not in working order. Oh no. Imagine I had my bikini on. It's fine.
What I mean? Where's your swimsuit? Your armor's gonna rust. We've all been good cat girls. Please pet us, master. Okay.
See, now I think because he's obviously got his audience like in here, most of these people in here are just like a bunch of his followers. Like, how many people do you think started playing Final Fantasy specifically because Asmongold started playing Final Fantasy? Because this was 2 years ago, like I say. So how many of these people do you think are just people that don't actually care about Final Fantasy, that just sort of came here for him and are just like, they're here just to sort of be in the picture, just to be in the frame? There's probably also a lot of people that did play Final Fantasy, but also were like not super serious about it. That would just be like, oh yeah, let's go mess around with Asmund. Started because of his streams? Okay, but you started playing like legit, you know, yeah. Came and stayed and then came again. Nice. No, that's cool. That's good. I think I've heard a lot of stories about people who like they start playing Final Fantasy and they quit because they're not sort of mentally aware of just the undertaking that it is, and then they come back to it a few months later and then they just never leave, you know. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Vox. I appreciate that.
That's close enough. Yeah, there we go. So I just imagine like, you know, adding this person onto Discord and being like, you know, well, how, you know, welcome, and, you know, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? It's like, oh, yeah, my name's Ted. I'm 34 years old. I'm a construction worker in real life, and this is...
What do you guys think about guys IRL ERPing as cat girls in-game? Do you think it's deceptive, or do you think it's not, and that it's, you know, just nice? What's the verdict? What's the what's the consensus? Yeah, as long the characters, yeah, let them do them. Yeah. Playing a giant buff lion, dude. Yeah, I've seen you IRL though. You look the same.
It's just what I like to do for fun. Yo, what up?
Yo, what's up, dude? How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. Just hanging out. So you're Void Bunny.
I am, yeah. What's up? Nice to meet
Dude, that's so funny. Hey man, what's up, bro?
you.
So I gotta say,
That's so
man,
good.
like this whole adventure and everything about this is just so unreal to me. To see all of this, it's crazy.
See, I'm not even like bothered about the whole, but like with this whole thing, like Asmon's really honing in on this whole like ERP sort of thing. I don't even care too much about that because that's sort of like another realm. That's like a whole nother thing that has nothing to do, I think, with player housing and sort of the nightclub scene. Yes, they go hand in hand, but it's like a separate experience that I think is present in a lot of. You go to World of Warcraft, you go into Goldshire Inn, right? What do you see? You see ERP. But Final Fantasy, because of the mods and stuff, is just a little bit more extreme RP. But I'm more just into the fact that you have like bartenders and you have somebody like greeting people and you have probably a valet parking people's mounts for them. You know what I mean? Like, take the ticket, come pick it back up whenever you're gonna leave. The fact that they do like drinks orders. I mean, we looked at Moonlight earlier today. We looked at Moonlight. Spriggan, Ward 12, Plot 30, bam. And what were they called? Like the Hidden Grove or something? That was their operation. But they have like a whole website with all the drinks and everything and the staff members and stuff. And that to me is the really interesting part about all the housing stuff. And like that level of social interaction that it then creates, I just think is crazy. We listened to the DJ. Forgive me, their name was like Kalis or something like that, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's such a big part.
It's crazy.
Of the game, and it's something that you don't really get to appreciate until you kind of hit like that max level.
Yeah.
But it's a big, prominent part. The community, the social aspect of the game is what makes this game, in my opinion, super special.
So, whenever you, like, how long did this take to get it all put together? Like, the whole house and everything about it?
The designer that I paid Gil for to have this made, and like my vision, she took about 2 weeks. 2 weeks of like kind of like round the clock.
One person
working with add-ons and stuff. Like,
yeah,
you're not technically supposed to, but in order for you to actually have certain things.
So with the experience, I think he's about to explain it, but just a question. With the experience that we're seeing right now in Asmongold's stream, I don't think he has add-ons, right? So are we seeing, like, if you have add-ons, would this room actually look very different with the add-ons? Or would it just be the people in the room would look very different?
Up in certain ways, you kind of have to do that.
So you had a designer that you paid to come in here and put all this together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I paid her in Gil designers.
How much?
I think for her, I paid her about 20.
20 million?
Yeah, 20 million Gil.
What?
Holy shit. That is incredible. And so people come to this pretty regularly.
That sounds like a lot to me.
I was looking at some of the you showed me the extra rooms that you have up.
Somebody put in Asmongold's chat, what is wrong with this game? It's so interesting because if before I played this, I would have said the exact same thing. But now that I've played it, I've kind of gone like, nah, you should have this in WoW as well. Like, this should be a big thing in a lot of MMOs. They should put housing like this in. It's not just the housing, it's the emotes, it's the like furniture and all that kind of stuff. I know it's niche, but I think it's very important to have because everyone interacts with it in a little way. With this kind of thing, 20 mil to customize for swarms of players to buy. It's not that bad. I guess the thing is, like, it's not 20 mil for one night. It's 20 mil to have it permanent, and then once you've got it, you sort of like set then. So I guess 20 mil isn't too bad. And if they're working like 2 weeks, would the Final Fantasy devs, would they ban someone if they paid somebody to design their house and stuff in game for real money? Because is that technically pay to win? Like, would that be a bannable offense if somebody was like, "Look, I'll give you $500 to sort out my nightclub"? That would get you banned. Really? That's so funny. Imagine getting banned for being an interior decorator. Not even like, I get it with like, oh, you boosted someone through some really hard like boss or like raid PvP thing, whatever, like some really hard achievement or something, or you like sold an account with like a bunch of stuff on. But like, hey man, yeah, like should I put this painting over here, or like where should the couch go? And it's like banned. Get him. No.
Upstairs. And so how does that work?
Okay, so basically this is the main dance floor.
Yeah.
I employ, there's a greeter at the door that will kind of do like a little macro that says, hey, welcome to the club. Tonight we're doing a 20 million guild lottery. Tickets are 50K, blah, blah, blah. Please put away minions and stuff. There's also,
that's exactly what I had tonight.
Myself and my 2 other managers that I've hired, they will do shouts throughout the evening, where we're like, hey, if you want to spend a little bit of extra gil for some one-on-one time, approach one of our courtesans. Courtesans can be identified typically at a venue with the little, what I call the little fortune cookie icon over their head. It's actually called like a materia melding icon. I'll apply it to myself.
Okay, yeah. Let's see what that is.
Search info. So if they have this icon over their head, that usually means typically that they're a courtesan.
Right.
If they have this icon over their head,
Why they use that icon?
Honestly, I don't know. This was before my time. I only started playing in November, like I said, so I kind of came into this. This is just common practice.
Yeah.
Wait, this guy only started playing in November.
Pretty
that would have been.
incredible. And
Oh, I actually don't know what time this was,
people
like
that
when
are
this
just
was published.
So
but...
it's like you're gonna effectively have like one of these like ladies behind you, that is like walking around with the icon.
This would have been before Endwalker because he's 80 is max level, right? So this was before Endwalker.
Over her head. And so how do you
I didn't notice. Okay. That's made me laugh, but that's like really cute. I did notice a culture change after Asmon. It used to be tie very much after a dungeon, and now it's GG. That tickled me. That's really cute. Like, there's no respect in these kids anymore. GG? Good game? No, how could they be so disrespectful? I was expecting a lot worse. I know Asmongold, he used to get people to, in World of Warcraft, he used to get people to spit on you if you had a certain mount that was like from the in-game store. So if you're on anything from the in-game store, then yeah, they would just they would get like, you'd get spat on a bunch. So yeah, he got /spit removed, yeah, from WoW, which is,
what happens after that? Like how does it? So do you message her? Does she message you?
What I like about this as well with Asmon, he's focusing exclusively on the ERP element with a little bit of glee. Like, he's not like, oh my god, dude, what's wrong with everyone? Like, oh, he's not like judging people, He's like, so how do I identify who's ERPing and what's the next step?
Yeah, it can go either way. I like to have the staff that I hire be a little bit more proactive with their economic ventures. So hopefully they're a little bit more of a go-getter. I know some of our courses approach, hey hon, how you doing?
Right, right.
You want some like alone time or whatever. That they have a. I don't do the ERP myself personally because it's just not my cup of tea. I just employ the people who do it. So there's like a nuance to it. So there's a lot more elegance involved when it comes to it.
I don't do the ERP. I'm just wearing thigh length boots, leather little booties with my panties on, but I don't ERP.
They're kind of offering their services in a not so like obvious way, but you kind of get the point that they're trying to take you upstairs for like a little one-on-one.
Yeah, I get that. No, it definitely makes sense. So, have you ever had somebody that got
By the way, have you seen the Donald Duck Lalafell? That's upset me. That's really upset me. It's a Donald Duck themed Lala. I'm
upset about an ERP
I am
experience
upset,
that
Asmund.
they had
Thank
at
you.
the club?
Not to my knowledge at this venue. I've heard stories like in other venues where, either the patron that is seeking the ERP gets a little too weird. Actually, the first night that I started working here, I actually started off as a greeter and kind of made my way up to now the main manager of the venue.
That's impressive.
On the first night of the, I only wish my real life goals were as impressive.
Nice, White Bunny. I like that. Worked his way up from greeter to nightclub owner, and then he's like, I wish my real life was as good as that.
Real life accomplishments were as impressive.
I feel like that's how most people feel.
Dude, facts.
Yeah, why don't he take his expertise and apply it to be a pimp?
The first night there was some people that were really like aggressive toward one particular dancer, that they took her upstairs and they tried to act out like this weird active shooter situation, but it actually got like really cringe and awkward. So
when the NA player comes to the EU realms,
also like employed at the time, we had like guards, and the thing with like guards in this game, or bouncers, they're kind of just like they're just there. They're just they can't really do anything. Unfortunately, we can't. Square Enix doesn't give us the ability to actually kick people out of the venue unless it's everybody. We can't just outright ban somebody. What my venue does, since we have like a 0 tolerance for that type of harassment, is we actually have a wall of shame, and I just put them on blast. We link their lodestone, so even if they name change.
So it's like in Clerks where they have like the list of the pictures of all the people that are not allowed to be in the store.
Yeah, and the thing is, when the venue is open, those people can still technically get inside, but fortunately, the Square Enix mods, they're actually really protective of the RP community. So I get my entire staff of like 17 people to mass report somebody that's acting out of line or being disrespectful.
Abuse of power.
Kind of like just shut that shit down.
So you...
Yeah, no, I mean, that's cool. Like, because I think it's good to have that, like, that you can sort of get someone, like, banned or, like, removed or whatever, because RP is not everyone's cup of tea. RP is not everyone's cup of tea, but for those that, like, RP really is their thing and they're super into it, it's... If you have somebody coming in and just, like, taking the piss out of it or not being respectful of the thing, then that kind of is a buzzkill, and it sort of ruins it for everyone and leaves a sour taste in everyone's mouth. Like, whether or not you like the RP element of these nightclubs and stuff, you can still respect that, like, people are into it and just, like, let them have their fun. So I think, like, I'm not exactly worried about someone being overly aggressive in an ERP situation, like, because it's not real. So... Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. It's not real. So, like, someone would be like, he's grabbing my wrist and I tried to tell him no, but he won't let go of my wrist. Like, that's not happening in ERP. You know what I mean? Like, bro, just walk away. Like, what do you, like, press W, bro? Like, I'm not exactly worried about someone's safety, but what I would be more so concerned with is somebody, like, coming and taking the piss with, like, like F1, dude. I'm also concerned with someone, like, taking the piss out of the act of RPing in general and just, like, sort of ruining the fun of just, like, coming in and spamming chat and being like, this is lame, you're, like, losers, like, like, just doing all that kind of shit, because people would do that, wouldn't they? Yeah, it's not mortally terrifying, but it would just be like, it would ruin the sort of the event, because the part of the RP thing that for me I'm assuming people get into is the element of sort of, like, it's a little bit of sort of like that make-believe. It's kind of like WWE, right? Like, we all know it's not real, right? Like you guys know that, like, wrestling isn't like real. You know what I mean? WWE is ERP. Yes, take notes.
Employ 17 people.
Yeah, I think that's how much we have right now currently.
17
Wow.
people. Wow.
And
that's-
so, whenever you say employee, do all these people have like salaries and everything?
Yeah, I pay them 500,000 gil a night starting off just baseline pay, and then depending on what else they do, I may up it. We do bonuses if we have a particularly
How do they
successful,
make that gil
like,
back?
lottery night.
Yeah.
Where we turn like a massive profit. We've given them bonuses before, whether it's like $1 billion extra a night or whatever.
Yeah. So, with
If he
back
gives
to
them
the-
an extra $1 million a night for 17 people, that's 17 million bonus on top of their pay. Oh, they do actually do a pay for entry. How much would pay for entry be? Probably like a couple mil or something, or like a few 100,000 or something. Gambling. Oh, yeah, true. There's gambling. Gambling's a really good way, huh? Because just easy cleanup money. Selling services, drinks. He said 50K. I thought he said 50K entry. Okay, that makes. I guess you make some, but wow. Okay, I guess it depends how popular they are. Do you guys think weird? I guess probably a weird one, but do you guys think that since like post COVID, these nightclubs and stuff have sort of lost as much traction? Because they still happen like constantly, right? But I imagine during COVID, this probably would have been a really cool outlet for a lot of people playing Final Fantasy with like can't actually go out. So
let's
this
go back
is,
to
like,
the
a cool way of doing
ERP
it.
thing. Is that yeah,
Dead periods in the game.
do people have?
So people do it
It's
more
weird
during
to
dead
ask,
periods or
right?
less so?
But
Let's hear it,
like,
brother.
all right. So, if you're like, do you check if it's like a girl, or do people just not care?
I think common practice is to respect the character visual rather than interrogate. A lot of people don't even share that type of information in game.
So what you're saying is they just don't even care.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of dudes will come in here looking for like female companionship, and they don't know that it's probably another dude doing stuff. Like, they don't care.
They just don't
Again-
get. They don't. So they get into it and they don't even care.
That they don't care, or they just try to suppress that and try not to let it impede in their.
Am I gay? No. No, I'm not. Am I?
Yeah, it's just yeah. I mean, it's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you kind
yeah.
of just have to like look at the character and just be like, huh, well, I hope it's not a dude that's about to blow me or something. So it's kind of, yeah, hope for the best.
Oh my God! Wow.
Or if he is, he better be cute. You know what I'm saying, chat? He better be. Woo!
So
And I mean, also
yeah.
women buy court services too. This isn't just guys doing it, you know.
Really?
Yeah, I know women will either pay for like a male. We also employ male courtesans to appeal to female
Male.
gamers
Okay.
Yeah, I see that.
or female
see that.
characters. And one of the wonderful things about this community is it's so LGBTQ plus friendly that really it's
Whatever you're
it's
into.
just all welcoming, and you don't really want to pair up ERP and wholesome in the same sentence, but I mean it's kind of
So it's the most wholesome type of ERP possible. Is that right?
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Oh my God! Like there's so many questions that I have, and
And they still get paid too, by the way. So they would, like, a courtesan would get like
Yeah.
500 base pay from us. Plus they have their own rates for what they do.
Oh,
in these
really?
private chambers. Yeah, so they may charge, hey, I'm gonna do this and that. It'll cost like $1 million. If you join these
Yeah.
discords for the venues, you can actually see like courtesans like kink preferences and stuff. So it's like, I'm not gonna do this or that, or it's like I don't mess with lalas or anything like that.
Bro, that caught me off guard, bro. I gotta be honest with you. That caught me off guard.
So a lot of courtesans actually don't do that at all. Or there'll be like no scat stuff or anything like that. they kind of, you have to kind of respect their boundary as well.
Yeah.
If you go over it, they can like bounce. So
Yeah, I can see that. So what's the average price?
Dude, imagine being a Square Enix employee and you log in for your shift. You're getting paid probably close to minimum wage as a game master. You log in and like the first event you have to deal with is you going to a nightclub where there have been reports of a guy trying to shit on a cat girl and she's not into it. And that's like your first ticket of the day. And you're like holding up your script like, I don't think the script covers this anywhere. I might have to go off script for this one.
every court has their own rate, and the house doesn't actually take a percentage of it. I let them keep everything. A lot of venues.
That's very noble.
Yeah, so wholesome still.
Yeah.
No, but a lot of venues actually do take a cut of those earnings. I let them keep everything, really just because I'm lazy and I don't want to manage all that extra stuff. But it varies. Some courts have rates as low as like 250K for 30 minutes. Some courts may go up to like $1 million gil for 30 minutes. There are some courts that get essentially bought out for a whole day. Like, hey, follow me around. We're gonna have like a day long sort of a weird sub dom, kink sort of thing play out. Again, it's not something that I try to delve into. I hire a manager that handles that aspect of it to kind of keep me away from it. So, it's very involved.
I see that. So, they'll pay not only for the ERP, but for other stuff too, like following them around and everything like that?
Yeah, they pay for, just company, they pay for whatever they want them to do, and as long as the court that is offering that service is okay with it and they feel comfortable with it, then they'll kind of go through with it. So, and yeah, I mean, I haven't heard anything from my courts that say.
By the way, this Black Mage, I think it's Black Mage. This Black Mage staff really sick. Is that's top Ultima, isn't it? Ultimate. Hire yeah, that would be. I should do that one day. I should hire 7 courtesans to come and do an ultimate with me. And they're like, so what do you want to do? We've got all day. And I'll be like, well, I'm trying to get through UCOB right now. I mean, I feel like I got P1 kind of figured out, but P2 is really where I'm having a struggle. So if we could just hit the ground running, that'd be fantastic. Do you have food? Do you have food and flasks? Yeah. Sorry, I shouldn't ask if you have food. Sorry, I didn't mean to ask that. That's personal. That's your own choice. I shouldn't have. But if you do, then fantastic. We can use that now, and then we can sort of get into the action. Okay, clock spots, everyone.
It's like some sort of like abuse or anything. They usually do get paid out. Again, people are respectful.
Next stream, Sai, who are the 5 girls following you around today? I don't recognize them. Just some new viewers.
In that regard, when it comes to making sure that they do pay out.
I have no doubt that if I hired 7 courts, they would all just default be ultimate clearers. Like, I have no doubt that they would be, because we all know that, like, see, the courts are the kind of people that are going to get so good at the game so that they can beat the highest level content to enable them to better ERP. You know what I mean? Get into the mindset of their customer base as well. Like, Xeno, after a long day of streaming, like, he's coming to one of these, he's grabbing a court, he's just telling them about, like, that react he had to do today, reacting to Takeshi's castle or some shit, and he just has to get it off his chest, like, that's happening. So I think that the courts are probably better than ultimate players anyway.
For the services that they receive.
Wow, that is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, we have dancers too that can just dance and like lap dances. Again, it's just if somebody's just having like a bad, crappy day, they kind of come here. They can talk to like court. Sometimes they won't even charge them. You know, it just depends on the situation. Again, it's just a whole, a whole like experience.
So they literally have.
You gotta be in a sad position where you go to a Final Fantasy 14 ERP session and the court doesn't even charge you because they like feel bad for you that day. You know, you gotta be down bad. Probably.
But there's like this is the video game version of paying a hooker to listen to you cry.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I suppose. Yeah, there have been
kind
occasions
of.
where people come and they want to vent. They need somebody to vent with, and we're happy to provide that for sure.
Wow.
And real friendships can come from that too. It's not
Yeah.
like, hey, just because you're paying doesn't mean you can't be like their friend or something.
Of
so.
course. I mean, absolutely. I don't see why it wouldn't. This is just incredible. I didn't know like I think to me, like, I didn't know the depth that it really existed in. I think that's what's so incredible to me, is to see the depth that like that really happens with, even like with the ERP. There's like apparently like a huge amount of like nuance to it. There's a huge amount of like rules to it and everything.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's all just kind of stuff that, you don't just like pick up one day. You just kind of like learn it over time. You're like, hey, this is acceptable behavior. This isn't. And again, the Final Fantasy community has kind of just like implemented this over the years, so that generally
Probably a bit warm in a sweater, aren't you, love? Probably sweater and a scarf. She must be boiling. Jesus.
actually pretty respectful for the most part. We have performers that can come out. Like next week, we actually have 3 performers that I'm paying, like a multi-box bards that are playing like real songs, like whether
That's
it's
cool.
AC/DC or like Metallica's Enter Sandman, or like they do elaborate musical performances. We also have
That's really
another
cool. I like
group
that.
coming out that actually choreographs in-game dancing to like real live.
You know what would be the next step in Final Fantasy, like, Nightclub roleplay? Is I posted a really bad time for some sparkles to be occurring on the left side of my screen here. What would be really nice, the next step in Final Fantasy RP would be getting, you know how you have like the DJs on Twitch DJing? You should get actual dancers choreographing real life dance moves to the songs. Like Usher did it for Usher at the Super Bowl, but it's on Twitch and it's for these parties, dude. Ugh.
Like hit songs, which is actually mind blowing. We'll be hosting them
It's
next
not in game anymore, yeah, true.
They come out next week and then take advantage and just take a look at that if you're interested.
That is unreal.
Yeah, it's a sight to see, and it's something that I don't think any game offers other than this game.
I agree. I don't
And
think
it just
anything
shows
else
how
can come close to
passionate
this.
people are about this RP aspect.
Yeah. I see that. I mean, I feel like they're very passionate. Absolutely. I think that's what's so incredible about it, is to see like the amount of people that really do this, and just how like it doesn't even matter if they're ERPing with a dude. They don't even give a fuck. Like, that's crazy, man. Oh,
Dude,
my God.
Yeah, that's there's no
I love that's like Asmongold's takeaway. Asmongold's whole takeaway from this whole thing is like, dude, the cat girl might not even be a girl in real life, and that's okay. Like that's his eureka moment.
Yeah, there's no rules. I mean, as long as you're respectful to your your fellow gamer, I mean, and they're okay with it, you do you, and they'll do what they want to do, and you have fun. At the end of the day, that's what gaming's all about. So
Wow.
Heck yeah, dude.
So I guess this is a very, very eye-opening experience. And what you're saying is there's like a bunch of other places that are exactly like this too. It's not like this is the only one.
Oh no, man! There's like countless. There's small venues that do small get-togethers, like
Yeah.
coffee shops that are like RP. There's like day bars. There's other venues
You
like
say
mine that
day
are
bars
large
or
that
gay?
have,
I think you
like,
said gay bars, right?
giveaways,
Yeah.
raffles, you name it.
I want to go to a Final Fantasy 14 gay bar because I feel like in real life the gay bars are better than regular bars. So I feel like that probably is the same. And then you know that the cat girl is definitely a dude. You know what I mean? Like, you know where you're at then.
Dance parties, performers coming out, and it's not even just a weekend thing. It's an everyday thing. Obviously, there's peak hours, peak times. Friday.
Bring a few copies of your calendar. Yes, my Cyber calendar. Raunchy.
Saturdays being one of the biggest, most traffic venue times or whatever. But yeah, man, this aspect of this game is so wild, and it's so popular, especially in the lull that the game is in for non-new players, but for people that have already cleared content.
Yeah.
This is kind of what they have, and with COVID and stuff, it kind of gives them that.
Yeah, like I
social
mentioned with COVID
interaction
and stuff, like gives a social.
Missing out
So-
on in real life.
So
Social
they don't, they
extra.
don't go to the club in real life because of COVID, and so they show up over here. Is that right?
I mean, I know a lot of them.
I mean, Final Fantasy players probably don't go to the club anyway. I know because I'm a Final Fantasy player and I'm 30, bro, and you ain't catching me in a nightclub. Not now. I don't know. See you in Japan in 2 weeks. I'll probably be in a nightclub. Shit. But it's different. I'm on holiday.
From the ones that I've spoken to, yeah.
Wow. So if you go outside, are there people that are waiting outside to get in?
Yeah, there can be whenever it's at capacity. Yeah, there can be a line forming, or they're just chilling. That's why we put seating outside. We make the lawn nice for them.
So
What song is this fight
how
from?
many people how many people do you have just waiting outside to get into the club?
I mean, on a regular night, most people can easily get into the club. On the last Saturday of every month, where we
Dude,
do
this
our big
fight-
party, where we're
like, this
last
song
month
sounds
we did
sick,
a
dude.
75 million giveaway. We had to move the party outside.
Yeah.
Because there was no way. We had 200 plus people just chilling outside.
I've not done it yet. Remix of Crystal Tower and Omega Music. Oh, okay. Dude, this sounds sick. I could tell it was. I mean, you can tell it's fight music, right? But
Of course, yeah.
And we don't want to keep them from just being able to enjoy the performers that we have. So I was just like, hey, fuck it, let's go outside. We'll do the party out there, whatever. It'll be messy, but it'll be fun.
Oh wow.
that's cool though, right? I'll probably call it there on the react just because it's so long. But that's really cool. I know he's gonna go more into the housing and the lifestyle stuff. But I feel like we got a good bit of that. Maybe I'll finish off the rest tomorrow if I want to or something. But that was a good watch, man. That was really funny. That was. I mean, it's all love as well. I think people that come and do these nightclub things, I think that's really cool. If it's how you're wanting to interface with the game, I think that's awesome. But obviously I'm gonna make my jokes and stuff, but I think that was really that was really cool to sort of get someone from inside. Asmongold was incredibly fixated on the ERP element, which fair enough. I guess you would be if you're new to the whole thing. But I was hoping to hear more about. I mean, the guy's talking about the fact that they're paying the dances and stuff like that, and they sort of arrange these things. But yeah, sort of knowing more about the operations is pretty cool. His videos about ERP. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, I guess... True, I guess he is interviewing about... Yeah. I guess he is trying to interview about that specifically, not about the nightclub culture in general. Right. That is true. I guess it's not like he's misled anything or anything like that. Yeah. I thought it because I thought when he was interviewing someone, he was going to be mostly going into how they sort of structure everything and how they run sort of the discords and plan everything. Because how do you plan all this stuff? And what if nobody turns up? And I don't know. And I thought there was going to be some cool behind the scenes shit. They were oh yeah, we all RMT. We get paid in gil and then we sell it on. And this is how we paid. I'm a millionaire with a yacht. and like 5 Ferraris, and like I bought it all from Final Fantasy ERP gold selling, and I'm like, oh whoa, like there's drama, dude, there's drama here. But no, that was still a really good video. I like that. That was really funny. Again, I could watch the rest of it maybe like tomorrow or something, but I'm probably gonna call it there for like the rack, just because I think that was like a good stopping point. But dude, that's hilarious. That's awesome.